spent years building up the release of these files. And now the collective group has kind of done a 180. Doesn't it make you wonder what they've been saying to each other about it behind the scenes over all these months and what they're being asked to protect? Today, one of the organizations that has been at the forefront of holding this administration accountable sued the Trump administration to answer those very questions. That lawsuit, filed by Democracy Forward, is demanding that the administration release information about their handling of the Epstein debacle, information that could explain why they've avoided disclosing the Epstein files. Among other things, the lawsuit is seeking internal communications, and this is a key part, from within the FBI and the Department of Justice. Basically anything about Epstein, potential client lists, flight logs, and anything relating to Ghislaine Maxwell. Just to put a fine point on this, that would include emails, memos, text messages, any chatter whatsoever, basically any internal chatter whatsoever from within these agencies about how to handle what has become a huge problem for Trump. And they list several top officials at the FBI and DOJ whose correspondence they are seeking, including Attorney General Pam Bondi, FBI Director Kash Patel, and a number of high-level officials who work for them. But there was one name in particular that appears in that lawsuit that stuck out to me, because they also requested all records reflecting communications between any of those law enforcement officials and White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. Anything they might have discussed with Leavitt regarding the Giuffre Epstein matter. Now, Caroline Leavitt clearly doesn't work for the FBI or DOJ. She works in the White House, and she is notably the only White House official named in their request. So even the mere suggestion that she might have communicated with the DOJ or FBI about something like this is a pretty gigantic red flag. I mean, in my experience, senior officials at the FBI and DOJ and the White House take great pains to avoid even the appearance of coordination on law enforcement matters. And to be clear, we don't know, actually, if Caroline Leavitt corresponded with those officials or what might have been said. But they're asking for a reason. I'm going to talk to him about it in a moment. And remember, the press secretary is not only responsible for answering to the public, they're also an advisor to the president. So any communication that Caroline Leavitt had with DOJ or FBI could tell us a lot about what the president might be trying to hide. Joining me now, Skye Perryman, the president and CEO of Democracy Forward, the group that just filed the lawsuit today seeking documents about the handling of the Epstein files and internal communications, as I mentioned, and Barry Levine, the author of The Spider Inside the Criminal Web of Giuffre Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Thank you both. Let me start with you, Skye. I mean, this lawsuit is unique for a lot of reasons, but part of it is because the information you're looking for is about internal communications, of which there is a lot of in administrations. And if it's with an agency, it is subject to FOIA, not within the White House, but within an agency. So why did you take that approach, and what are you looking for, really?
Well, we are looking for what this administration is hiding, Jen, and what the cover-up is. There are just so many reports that we've seen where officials within the administration are withholding things. The administration is changing positions, and it all appears to be to manage Donald Trump's sort of made-for-TV moments in his PR campaign. And so we're very interested in these communications. We filed the request. The government could have said we don't have any documents, but they haven't said that yet. And then now, of course, we're in court because they're withholding these documents in a timely manner.
I just mentioned this. I mean, I had a